Hi everyone, I'm George with Go Designs, and we're here on the west side of El Paso, and we want to walk you through one of our recent projects that we installed. Of course, all of our projects, they start with the design, and then from the design we get it right, and then we move into installation. So kind of a contemporary backyard, transitional. We have a lot of elements in this project. The main, of course, component is the fire pit. The fire pit is something that everybody can use. You know, I mean, from roasting marshmallows to having wine and hors d'oeuvres or dinner. You know, we've actually designed this particular fire pit. Every single one is different. This one, even though it's geometric and square, it's actually got a thinner side on this side and a wider side on the seating area. Everything that we design is for a reason. You know, even the spacing between our joints on our concrete. You know, we have a measurement which is 4 inches. Anything more than that, it seems like it's you know, an extra step. You know, so we're thinking about the flow and the energy of things. Of course, the wider side of the fire pit, closer to the seating areas, we're thinking of putting plates down, glasses of wine. Lighting, of course, is a big deal for us. So we've installed step lights, you know, so people don't trip. We've also did some landing lights at the upper planters so that they illuminate those areas so you don't run into them. You know, we're thinking about, you know, the design, the flow, the energy, the functionality, even safety.
One of the things that you don't see about this project is all the subsurface stuff, meaning all the gas lines, all the electrical lines, the water lines, the drainage lines, the footers. For example, our posts, again, are set 30 inches in ground on top of a 6-inch steel reinforced concrete footer. Our outdoor kitchens are built on top of a 12-inch steel reinforced concrete footer. Our concrete has rebar. Our gas fire pit is set on top of an 8-inch steel reinforced concrete footer on top of a concrete pad with a wheat pole inside of it. Our gas lines are ran straight from the gas meter. Our irrigation, guys, is all designed based off of GPMs or gallons per minute and PSI, meaning that everything is calculated. The type of plant is big when you're designing an irrigation system. For example, this irrigation system is 2 separate valves because of the amount of landscape. All our features, our gas lines, everything is designed and make sure that it meets, you know, city code. We want to make sure that anything that we build or anything that we design meets, you know, city code and is actually bringing value to the home.
An outdoor kitchen, you know, nobody builds them like this here locally. And what I mean by that is using stones from out of town. You know, we get Luter's limestones out of Luter's, Texas. We have silver mist. I think we got those out of Pennsylvania or New York. I can't remember. We ordered it a long time ago, and we buy stone by the truckloads. You know, because we're gonna on our designs, we're picking unique materials based on architecture and our clients' taste and preferences. You can see here we have lighting elements. We have built-in cedar lumber. This lumber goes all the way down underground, 30 inches, onto a nice concrete footer. You know, that's how we stabilize our posts, and then we pour concrete around them. But we do put a barrier around the lumber that's going to be have the concrete poured around it. You can see the backsplash counter where we have electrical components. You can see the switches for the water feature and for the lights. And you can see our large lumber that we do on all of our structures. All of them are 8x8 posts. This particular even all of our beams are also 8x8. This particular project, we did some custom work where we dowed into the beam and then niched a cutout on our the beam that goes into it. You know, and then we actually screwed that together and we put some fillers so that you can't see the screws. This is basically how we do almost all of our structures, except for all of them seem to be a little bit unique, in size and function. This one's really, designed so that, when you're cooking, you have some shade, because the sun here is really, really hot. Again, accessibility with the concrete and the walkways and the landscape. This is, of course, probably one of the first residential cell shades that meets the 115 mile an hour wind code. A lot of times homeowners put these up, but this one came out of Florida. Of course, makes sense, with the wind load. Florida has hurricanes and stuff like that, so we had to go out and find this, and then of course design it, and then send it to that company, get approved designs, and then of course install it. And it's just a beauty in itself. The bright yellow cell shade, the multi-level gray steel post, just awesome. You can see, another entertainment area here for dining. You've got a Chase lounge area for, relaxing. You've got some nice focal pieces with raised planters, water noise element, and a fire pit. So taking a once small place that didn't that was hard to envision what could be done, and we've created this beautiful outdoor living that is going to last a test of time.